Right, it's back. Is it actually back? Because this is insane, guys. I didn't drop a single frame that whole time, okay? Not a single frame. And then you guys were like, it's offline. What's going on? What's going on? And I had no idea. I just had no idea what's happening. Anyway, let's just jump back into it like nothing occurred, okay? I apologise for that. I really don't know what just happened. It's 4-2 to Flipside Tactics. What you basically missed is they picked up the first 3 rounds, and then the terrorists came back with a round, and then it kind of went tit for tat, blow for blow. So we're back with sound, with all that good stuff. And we're just going to go ahead and jump back into the saddle. Will Let It's going to pick up the first frag here with the AWP at the back of CT spawn. And now Blade is going to be roaring in with the MP7. Gets himself a frag as well. Snappy gets a return kill, but the terrorists still find themselves 2 players behind, and it's going to be very difficult for them to take this A site. Bondic with the 5-7. And I should also mention that previously the T's have pretty much gone every single round to A. They haven't been B just yet. So it is starting to get a bit predictable. I was keeping an eye because I was actually casting thinking that the stream was still on, and it wasn't, which was really quite strange. It still says that I have 0 viewers, which is kind of worrying me a tiny bit. So I'm going to keep an eye on chat now and again. Please do tell me if the stream goes offline. I'd ask one of the mods or subs to actually tell me, because otherwise people will just troll all the time. I know what you guys are like in Twitch chat. And again, look at this. It's going to be yet another push onto A, and this time mainly via Palace. It is an eco. Oh, Nikolai with the opening pick there with the Glock in the forehead. And that is going to quickly turn into a 3-on-2. So this hasn't been a terrible round right now from the terrorists, considering they were on eco. They have picked themselves up another one, so it's down to a 2-on-2. And Snappy with the M4. I was about to say has a chance to pull off something special, but he gets up down courtesy of Simple, who's now looking for a second frag on towards Asilian. And he will indeed just do that. So you can see there that everyone barring Markelov picked themselves up kills, and Markelov was rotating from short, so it's kind of to be expected. But I would like to see the terrorists, I would like to see Copenhagen will start to push onto B and try and lock down mid as well, to just keep the CTs guessing, because as of yet it's been really obvious. There we go though, Asilian with the AK-47 in hand, just be chilling in underpass. Apologies as well for the T's not all tagging up. I believe they do have a sub in, but for the life of me I couldn't tell you who the sub is and who's out of the team, because everyone apart from Asilian and Snappy is tagged up as random names. But we will take it on board with that man, Asilian, who is looking towards short. Gets the frag onto Simple. Markelov now from short is going to be peeking through. It looks like it's going to be a B boost, but Blade Art has caught Sorry Blame It On Me's scent in the air and was ready to pounce like a predator from window. He's going to take it down to a 4-on-4 situation with 45 seconds to go. Sorry Blame It On Me is freeze. The problem there, Nomadic, is I'm not going to remember that. Because there's so many random names on their team, it's very difficult for me to rattle that off in fast action. So I'm literally just going to call what I see. If the players have a problem with that, then don't tag up with random names. Sorry to sound like a bit of a douche, but that's just the way I see it, to be honest with you. 25 seconds, Will Let It opens up onto Nikolai. And now the T's find themselves with just one player. It's that man Asilian. He's in window. There's a player to his right hand side. That's Markelov. Probably should have pulled the trigger and got that frag, but instead, he does get dropped down. And as people in chat are saying, as the mods are saying, I should say, stop spoiling, guys. If you spoil, you get banned. It really is that simple. Some people just want to chill out here and enjoy the action and watch the games. They don't want anyone spoiling, so please refrain from doing so. Otherwise, you will get spoiled yourself by getting ban-hammered. Anyway, it's going to be a B push. This is what I like to see from the terrorists. They're on an eco, so why the hell not throw this one in there? Simple gets the first kill, but I'm going to keep it on board with Markelov because there's a very high chance that he's going to be in the thick of the action very shortly. He flashed in there. He's going to be peeking. Does get himself the kill onto Not Even Happy. And now it's all on Snappy with the P250 up in apps. Against 5 players of weapons, don't fancy his chances. Has the bomb, has a minute to play with, but that is a nice shot from him. Look at this though, like a swarm of locusts. The CTs are just surrounding Snappy. They know exactly where he is, and Markelov will put Snappy down. Cats will take this round from Feline. Seems legit, bro. So, Haib. I'll tell you my personal stream what I use for crosshair settings, or I'll do it in the break. I'm not going to cut up the action while casting to give things like resolution or crosshair info. Hope you're okay with that, bro. Simple. Gets the first kill in the round. Double op setup for CTs. Why the hell not? It's Mirage and they've got loads of money to play with. Nikolai's going to be running underneath the tunnels with Vasilian with the bomb. Grenade actually catches on towards Blade and he's down to 37 HP, so he needs to be careful because if he keeps being a bit too predictable, Wallbang's pre-firing spots will come in. Vasilian just lurking here. Window does get the frag onto Bladar, who didn't really know what was waiting for him. Vasilian jumps across. Marklov did spot him out there. Obviously the call came through from his teammate that Window was certainly a place to watch out for. Vasilian needs to play his cards right here. He's got Bondic to one side, he's got Marklov on the other. Only 4 HP to his name. Bondic absolutely wrecked him. And we'll take down Snappy. In the midst of that, the Molotov actually claims the frag onto Vasilian, who was just a few breaths away from death. And now Nikolai is going to be pushing onto the site with Not Even Happy. Does get a nice opening pick there onto Simple. But the bomb is planted. And so that's a slight saving grace for the T's, especially as they have just picked up that frag onto Markelov. So now let's have a look at Bondic's perspective. He's coming through short. There is a player to his direct right-hand side. It did just pop in. That was Nikolai. And Not Even Happy was tagged up and gets finished off from Will Edit. But it's Nikolai who's coming up the best of this trade. It's a one-on-one. He just has to play the time. Just has to play the bomb. And he's going to get the headshot onto Will Edit. Big round for the terrorists. Important big round for them. Take a quick drink, guys, if that's cool with you. I'm sorry, Prancy. Seawalk is the LAN Finals Trivia Champion. Until the next round, where someone can possibly dethrone him from his kingdom. That didn't make any sense, but we're just going to roll with it. Hey, Razy, what's up, bro? Hope you're feeling better. Next matchup is going to be Flipside versus Mouse, but let's keep it on board with this one. Well, the next best of one's actually these two again, but on Cobblestone. Not Even Happy, he's going to break the deadlock with the first kill. Simple, he's on the receiving end of a bit of battering there. Markov gets sprayed through the smoke from Nikolai, who definitely was called out from his teammates. And now with B well and truly picked up, it's on the CTs to try and retake this. They have plenty of rounds to play with, but the T's have done a nice job over these last few rounds of clawing it back and mixing it up, as I said, onto B. The bomb's gone down. Blade did get a frag just beforehand, and he gets dropped himself, so now it's 2-on-4. Will did it with a nice little op shot across to Sorry Blame It On Me. Had that jump shot have landed, that would have been absolutely filthy from him. And I'm sure Not Even Happy would have been living up to his name. And then we do get the jumping op shot afterwards. Unbelievable. It's probably not enough to get them the round back in their favour. But it is just gonna give Not Even Happy a bit of a slap to the forehead. And Snappy is the last remaining player as the bomb will explode.
Terrorists
win. Who's the caster? I'm Metis. I am streaming and casting this. This is my personal stream. I play a lot of games with viewers. So stick around after these matches if you want to play some games. I should also mention that I said this before, but I'm not sure who actually is subbing in and who they're subbing for because the names are so scattered around. But Copenhagen Wolves do have at least one stand-in for today, which could also be a determining factor in this game because Flipside were already, in my opinion, favourites to take this game. So that could give them an even bigger edge or advantage. Action going down in mid. Vasilian dropped down to 13 HP. Has himself Galil, but that's about it. Marklov tries to get some Juan Deegs in effect, and it's going to be World Edit and Simple with Orps, both picking themselves up one. There's World Edit again. All three frags from Flipside have came down the barrel of that Orp. And transitions itself briskly into a 3-on-2 in favour of the CTs, but the bomb has been planted. And now Nikolai, with the AK-47, is going to rain down Hellfire on top of Blade. Bomb's already down, of course, and now in this 2-on-2, you'd fancy the Copenhagen Wolves to secure it, but there is Bondic from short. And it's down to that man, Snappy. He has a general rough idea of where World Edit is. You can hear the footsteps. Bondic's going to get dropped, and now it's all on World Edit. He's not going to go for the full defuse. He does have a defuse kit. He's actually going to be pushing in against the AWP shot. What did I just witness? It's not enough to get them the round, but that is the second time already that we've seen some crazy AWPing. How in the actual hell did World Edit just jump shot him? Through the window. Through the window. Whew. It's been a strange day, hasn't it? We've had delays, we've had issues with the stream, and we had some crazy AWP shots. It's getting a bit hot under the collar. Flipside Tactics find themselves suddenly at an 8-5 advantage. It's still been an okay half for them, but look at this. Terrorists are pushing through. No one's checked Marklov. He has given his position away, firing off the P250 bullets, and that will secure his doom. And the only player who still had a weapon from the previous round was World Edit. He gets dropped. The bomb's been planted. It's all on Mr. Blade and Mr. Bondic. And, well, the first of those B&B combo has been dropped. So Bondic now with the P250. Moving around with the knife. Sam. It probably is Hunden, bro. But because there's so many random names on the server, I can't... Like, I'm not intelligent enough to remember which player is which, and while casting, like, switch the names, if that makes sense. I'm too dumb. You can report me if you want, I'm a scrub caster. Bomb's going to explode, and Bodnik walks into the fire, because, well, he's a beast like that. He fears no man or explosion. Last round of the half, and this could potentially be an 8-7 half, and that would be pretty awesome for them, considering you look at the rounds there. The CTs at one point found themselves in an 8-2 advantage. 8-2 advantage here. So to be 8-6 is pretty phenomenal going as far as the CW is concerned, especially as they have a stand-in for this evening. Not bad at all. And Flipside are definitely going to want to take this round for themselves in CT. Nice spray control there from Blade, gets himself 2 quick-fire frags, both situated around A. Hunden or Nikolai's been dropped. That's a nice reaction shot from Freeze. And Simple takes him down. So, all on, not even happy. Simple. He's being sprayed upon, but he's not going to be too bothered about that. 40 seconds, and it's going to be 9-6 half. Yeah, guys, I mean, to be honest with you, I've always been this way because I've casted FPS for so damn long. If people tag up the wrong name, if it's just one person, I'm okay with that. But when it's 3 people, I kind of just read what I see. And I know that might not be, you know, the best of casting, but it doesn't come naturally to me to be able to, like, switch in between players at, like, high-pace, high-octane plays. And then be like, oh wait, Nikolai's Hunden. Oh wait, sorry, it's SMF. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't come naturally to me in that sense. And I don't understand why the players don't just, you know, tag up. It's a crazy idea, I know. It's mental, but, you know, whatever. Such is life. These things happen. As long as you guys are cool with it, we're all good to go. We're all good to go, boys. Speaking of which, it looks as though Flipside Tactics are good to go on to A. I did see action there elsewhere, but I wanted to switch on to the bomb because that's the business end. That's the area that we really need to focus on. The T's are pushing in. They have themselves a player advantage, and the bomb is going to get planted down from them. Bondic eating up a bit of damage himself, but it's Simple that gets the upper hand onto Hunden. Snappy, nice play from him, but it's just delaying the inevitable because the bomb has been planted, and there's only one remaining CT player, which is Freeze. Doesn't have a kit, only has 13 HP, has no smoke. Not fancying his chances, and they're not actually really biting. Oh, that is a fantastic one-click to Blade. He seems to know where Bondic is, but unfortunately, knowledge was not power in this sense. Oh, Game Plan TV, I've been casting for like 7 years, bro. I'm never going to be able to do that. I don't know how casters do it. You guys are crazy. You guys are absolutely crazy. It's impressive. It's impressive. But let's take on the freeze. I was also told there is a stand-in today. I don't think SMF is playing. I think someone's actually subbing for him, or at least that's what I've been told on the Skype conversation. Yes, Mickit, this is... Mike Twitcher, sorry. This is a pro game. This is on CSGO Lounge. It's just that the stream wasn't linked for some reason. But it is Flipside up against Copenhagen Wolves in the GOCL League. This is the first best of one between these two this evening. Next map will be Cobblestone. This was Flipside's choice of map. And Cobblestone will be Copenhagen Wolves' choice of map. Just to give you some background information. We are in an eco round. Well, actually, I say that, but it's not really an eco round because they do have some Kevlar. They've got themselves a UMP as well. So this is somewhat of a mixed bag buy-up. Yeah, Tensky is stepping in for today. And Flipside do have themselves a bunch of kills there. They're going to be 3-2 ahead, and they got the bomb planted. Asili, oh, the one tap to the face of Asilian, courtesy of Simple. Wrapped in a neat little bow. And not even happy, AK Tensky, AK I have no idea who the hell this is. Could be anyone at this point. My brain's gone. He's going to be in the ladder room with the 5.7. And he also has himself an MP7. Pretty interesting that he'd pick the 5.7 over the SMG counterpart. And he did have that in his back pocket. Maybe he wasn't aware of it. Maybe he just needed to go ahead and reload that. I'm not entirely sure why. But the end result is the same. He's been dropped down. And it will be an 11-6 lead now for Flipside. Yeah, Mike, that's because they haven't all tagged up. If they're all under their proper names, then it would have Copenhagen Wolves at the top for you. It's very confusing, I know. Again, I'm not sure why I don't just tag up properly. I have no idea. But that's the situation that we find ourselves in regardless. Not even happy. Tensky in connector. Simple gets the first frag here, and we'll let it get the second. So it's going to be a full eco. This should be pretty much easy peasy. They got one kill in return from Snappy, which isn't the end of the world as far as the CTs are concerned, but flip side, that will be marked as a successful round for them. And now the CTs are able to buy up, albeit with a FAMAS. Freeze has no grenades. But this is still plenty to work with. Only one defuse kit on their side, which is Snappy, and that could be something to watch out for as we get into the business end of this round. Defuse kit can prove to be so costly. Don't be a loser, buy a diffuser, a lot of people say. There's another one, which I'm not going to repeat. What's up, Phillipson? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Not a great deal happening. You've got a very split bag here, looking towards maybe pushing up mid. That is an absolutely astounding X and arrow. I'm actually just going to wipe that because that's embarrassing. What I was going to say is they may try and push up mid and get as much mid control as possible. That looked like something else, not necessarily an arrow. I'm just throwing it out there. Yep, that just happened. Nobody's fallen. 45 seconds left on the timer. No one's actually took a point of damage. No, that's not true. Sorry, blame it on me. Freeze has lost 2. Oh, Wildered it. Misses a shot that you'd expect him to get. Gets it on the second time of asking. I don't think Snappy knew a great deal about that. Probably assumed he was in the smoke, and Wildered it gets the second frag onto Nikolai as he tries to jump across. Bondik and Markelov both pretty much wrap this round up for their team. It's just Freeze remaining. Let's switch on board with him, with the AWP. Nice shot to start things off, but his strength in numbers. And Markelov will put him down and silence him. And that was off a buy-up round as well from the CTs, so that's going to really sting them. And this is already looking like it could spiral out of control in Flipside Tactics' favour. 13-6 up, this should be 14-6. And although people would say this is a CT favoured map, and I definitely agree, this is not a heavily CT favoured map. The Ts can pull off a lot of plays on this. The Black Motion, I'm hoping to be a professional caster. I'm hoping to make a living off this, bro, but I'm just enjoying it right now. I've casted for a long time. I've done a lot of lands and lots of different games, but let's pick it up in the action here. I'm not going to discuss this too much unless something crazy happens, because it should just be an eco bash, really. Freeze from Connector. He's there just to witness the bomb being planted. Oh, simple! That headshot onto Snappy. That looked as though he was actually around the corner and safe. But he still gets completely decimated. Hunden peeks round, and he's going to find himself an angry Markelov, who will put him in his place. And there's a very successful, comfortable round for Flipside. 14-6 as expected. Will be a buy-up from the counter-terrorists. They're going to have enough to actually go and full buy-up and double AWP setup with grenades as well. Thanks, Psycho Harak. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah, still haven't added the stream. I don't know what that is, Noobstar. I've asked them to multiple times, but I don't know what's going on. They added the Russian and the French one, but not the English, which is very strange to me, because surely most people would want to watch the English one. Anywho. Let's have a look at Tensky's position, because... Oh my goodness, Blade walked straight past him. Blade literally touched his shoulder and walked past him. It may not end up costing Flipside a great deal, because Markelov will take down Tensky afterwards. Maybe saving some of that embarrassment from Blade. He just didn't check the corner, and it's a corner that you'd really expect people to actually check. Shadow is a pretty frequently placed position for CTs to defend. The Cillian did kind of peek his head at that grenade, has Kobe written all over it. But actually misses. That looked as though it landed on a Cillian's head to me from Markelov's perspective. OCS grenades, you so crazy. You so crazy. Cillian's still there. He just got sprayed through the wall from Markelov. Vac. See ya. Gaben, please. Our Lord Gaben. Come deal with this Markelov. He's tearing it up right now. It's beautiful artwork from Snappy. The bomb's been planted. They need someone to step up and be a hero. And even though this map may be over, and is looking like it could be finishing shortly, they're playing for a bit of pride here, you've got to say, as well, because there is another best of one right after this. There's a 2-1-2 though, so let's not count our chickens before they hatch. And I'm going to go ahead and assume that because they switched over the map